My name is Curt Price, and for the first time in my life, I have no idea what I'm doing here.
I mean, first time in your life, that's impressive. I never know where I'm going or what I'm doing.
I've got everything mapped out days in advance.
Oh, you're
That's
one of those people.
No, that's not true. That's not true at all. I fly by the seat of my pants every single day.
Me too. Me too. I never know what I'm doing. I wake up and I say, "What is today? What is going to happen today?"
Yeah.
So yes, Curt Price, my former co-host now of Let's Go Blues Radio, joins the Pondcast, and I'm happy to have you. It's odd to say former co-host, but that's the case now.
You are accurate, right?
Yep.
Former co-host and future guest every now and then, maybe.
Yes, that's true. Yep. So yeah, we did a St. Louis Blues podcast together for 15 years. Was it 558 episodes? I was surprised to see that I did find. We always said we think we were actually the longest podcast in all of St. Louis. I did find someone who we will have on after you. His name is Bob Lament. He did a show. He's doing a show called Static Radio. He's been podcasting that same show since 1999. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing in 99.
How many shows does he do like a year? Is it like
Weekly.
Since
Yeah.
1999?
Yep.
Uh,
Unbelievable.
What's it called?
Static Radio.
Static
Exactly
Radio.
how it sounds. Yep.
Huh.
So yeah, I was very surprised to hear that. He's also a cartoon cat, which surprised the heck out of me. But more on that next week.
Okay.
That's what we call a tease in the business.
I was waiting for the joke. I'm like, a cartoon cat. Oh, okay.
He literally showed up and he had his his alter ego up, and he's literally a cartoon cat.
Okay.
It's
all right.
It was interesting.
All right. That explains the 27 years doing a podcast every week a little bit.
Yes. So Curt, you are a man who is very involved in the sport of pickleball, which is a sport that I have played once. It's fun, but I let's just say this: the thing that's impressive about you, the only thing that's impressive about you, is you you are nationally ranked, correct?
No.
No. Okay. So I guess you're not impressive.
I have a rating.
Okay.
Which if you enter a tournament, sanctioned tournament, you do get a rating that submits to Duper, which is the Duper rating system. But I am one of the better 50+ players in the area, apparently, according to the rating system. There's a couple of guys on this side of the river that might get me. But other than that, yeah, it's you're looking at it, I guess.
Wow. Supreme athlete Curt Price. How about that?
Hey, I mean, that's my business card. I think right here it says it's on there, right?
Yeah, it says Supreme Athlete. I see
Supreme,
it. This is an audio only show, so don't worry. We can tell people what you want me to tell them, and they'll have to believe it.
Have you seen my movie, Curt Supreme? Have you?
Curt Supreme. I thought it was Curtless Supreme.
Curtless Supreme. Oh, that's part 2.
Part 2. There you go.
Yeah.
So you are actually somebody who is sponsored by 60 Pickleball. So if anyone's interested, who's listening, who is a pickleball player or interested in possibly picking it up or even just wearing the merch, how could they do that?
Yeah, I'm a representative for 60 Pickleball, and you can go to curtprice.com. All the information is there. CURTPRICE.com. Yeah, but I'm at 60pickleball.com is the website that I rep for. So it's they're a lot of fun. They're it's cutting edge company, smaller company, not one of the like big 3, but they do a great job as far as innovation, technology, and if you want a higher tech paddle, longer life tech in it, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's a great company. But that, yeah,
I'll
and you
say
get there's a discount code on my site too for that.
it's C Price 12.
C
Or
price
sorry, C
10.
Price 10. I'm
Price
so
10.
used to 12 with you because that was your hockey number.
Yeah.
But no, C Price 10. And yeah, I mean, I'm not a pickleball player, as I said, but I did get a shirt from there with a discount. And it's a very nice shirt. It's one of that nice athletic material. So it's very comfortable. I say it's athletic material. I wear it when I'm sitting around the house. So, because you just want to feel like you're doing something when you're sitting around the house.
So you played once.
Yep.
And so you're not like a Lay's potato chip. You're not the Lay's potato chip of pickleball.
I'm not. That's
So
true.
you can't eat just one, but you can play just once.
I can, and I am interested in playing again. It was fun. I know we've talked about my wife and I've talked about going out with you guys and just playing sometime. Be fun, but
I do
yeah,
give lessons. I do give lessons.
I was going to ask you
But
about
yeah.
that. So tell us about how people can get in touch with you and if they're interested in taking lessons, if they're in the Edwardsville, Troy, Illinois area.
Edwardsville, Troy, Collinsville, Glen Carbon, that area. Yeah. I mean, again, curtprice.com has all the info there. It's got stuff on the ambassadorship with 60, the discount code. It's got stuff on how to get lessons and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's been keeping me busy. It's a lot of fun.
Do you know your all-time record?
In tournaments, 104 and 47 or something like that.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's ballpark, give or take.
I mean, that's over 400. So
yeah, that's almost a winning record.
It's almost. Yes, you're almost there. Keep going. And then last thing with pickleball, you have a tournament coming up that you wanted to talk about, the Route 66 tournament in Edwardsville. Where is it at and when is it?
That is at Plummer Family Park in Edwardsville, Illinois. And yeah, it's going to coincide with the Route 66 Festival, the anniversary, 100 years, I guess, of the highway. So yeah, and there's a big festival going on in Edwardsville, and there's gonna be a big tournament, pickleball tournament at Plummer Family Park in Edwardsville, June 11th through the 14th. So that'll be a lot of fun. I did design the medals that'll be getting given away. Yeah, so that'll be those are looking pretty cool. And I'm not sure when they'll be in, but they'll be shared on social media, I guess, when they come in. But yeah,
cool.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, they usually do the tournament, the spring tournament. This replaces the spring tournament that they usually have, because in the past, a spring tournament outside, it's kind of hit or miss with weather and wind and all that BS that goes along with outdoor pickleball. So, and they moved it back to June, so to hopefully have a little bit better weather.
Yeah, June, typically we don't get a ton of rain here, but that whole weekend is just going to rain.
Yeah, rain and wind. Yeah,
tornadoes ripping through.
Yep, pretty much. Probably so.
Yep. Oh well. Still, if people wanted to sign up, where do they go?
They can go to pickleballtournaments.com, and I think they have to search for Edwardsville or something like that. That's where all the significant tournaments are listed, and you can sign up for.
Awesome. Well, very exciting to hear. So again, you are someone that I've known for a long time. We started a show back in 2011. Let's Go Blues Radio. First time, I always love telling this on our show that we used to do, which just ended last month. That first time we ever actually met face to face, we recorded a podcast, which was odd. But it's funny because, you look back now and you just think about where we came and, again, you listen to that first episode and it's just not us. It sounds like two totally different people.
It sounds fake. It sounds, yeah. I mean, the first time we're doing it, I get any show that goes as long as our show did, it's going to change over time. Right. And especially the early episodes when you're trying to figure things out and find, a flow and all that stuff. It was, I remember it well. I remember going into that cramped little recording studio. I mean, tiny little thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was just, yeah, it was odd, unique meeting these guys for the first time in person and just all of a sudden, getting behind a mic and talking hockey. So It was interesting and fun. And I don't remember like most shows like as specific as that one
Yeah.
because it just stands out. But that one was
Well,
good.
again, we had 558 episodes, so it's hard to remember them all. But yes, that first one definitely stands out. There's a couple that do. Obviously, I think our last one we'll remember for a long time that we did. And then we had one, I think it was the 300, where we all got together and did a show, and that one was fun. But yeah, most of them, I look back and I'm like, it's a blur.
Yeah.
Like I try to think of like certain moments, and I'm like, I don't even remember when that was. Like, was that in the 200s? Was that in the
Right.
400s? I don't even remember.
The Guy Rin was one I remember.
That was a good one.
Doing the show at Cards Nation.
Yeah,
That was a
that was
fun
cool.
one. Yeah, in front of people. That was interesting. That was fun.
Yep,
Uh,
yep.
yeah.
Well, we're not doing this one in front of people. We're doing this with the randomizer, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that up now, so those of you listening won't be able to hear or see it. But Kurt will. So that's the randomizer. That's all the crazy topics we
I
could
thought
get.
I thought that was the topic. I'm like, are we
Yep.
talking code? We're
We're
talking.
talking we're talking all of these topics. There's about 600 in there. So we're going to do them all, Kurt. I hope you're
Oh,
ready for a marathon.
I got to go here in about an hour and a half. So we'll see what we can get through.
All right. So I'm going to hit enter here and we will see which topic we get. Midlife crises. Oh boy.
Midlife. Oh, I don't know if I have. Do I have one of those? I don't have a sports car. Let's see. I didn't buy a mass. I didn't install a pool. Midlife crises is, and I guess pickleball is everyone's midlife crises nowadays.
Yeah, right. I
Uh,
was going to say, I think that's probably the closest thing you have to a midlife crisis.
Probably, yeah. Thinking, what is it? Is it Goldfinger song? Superman. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, getting older, trying it, but thinking you're younger.
Yep.
That kind of thing. Yeah, that's the way I feel when I play. I'll tell you that. I feel like I'm 20 something, but
Yeah.
until the next day,
I was
then
going to
you.
say the next day you wake up and you're like, nope, I'm 75 now.
Yep, I am. Yeah. Oh, that I have a muscle there. I had no idea.
Yep. Yep. It's the same for me. Yep. I still play hockey. And so it's like, I'll, do these
Oh,
all day tournaments and I'll wake up and I'll just be like, I felt like I was $1,000,000 yesterday. Now I feel like I can't move for 4 days.
yeah. Well, that tournament the last time I played hockey was in Ponder Cup tournament, and I hadn't played in a long time. And oh man, my legs. You go out there thinking, I'll do my normal minute and a half, 2 minute shift, whatever, then get off. After 30 seconds, I'm like, man, my my legs feel like they're on fire.
Yep.
I had to
Yep.
actually skate hard for about 4 or 5 seconds there. I am beat.
Yep. No, I always tell the story about COVID when COVID came through that um, I was actually a part of a group that opened back up that same rink, Midwest Sport Hockey, out in Manchester. And so we were told we were only allowed to have, and it was, it wasn't a game, it was just, pick up. And we were told we're only allowed to have 8 people in the rink at the time. So it was literally 4 on 4. And we rented it for an hour and we were like, oh, okay, yeah, this will be fine. It was kind of testing the waters for the rink. And but it's funny because my good friend and I decided that we were going to go to a park almost daily. I mean, it was probably at least 4 or 5 days a week. And we skated. We put on our rollerblades and we skated the park. And we were like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. We're gonna get on the rink and we're gonna be in such better shape than everyone else. We're gonna be able to outskate them. We'll skate the whole time for a full hour, and everyone else is just gonna be exhausted, and we're gonna look awesome." Yeah, it didn't do anything. We we got on the rink and I remember literally I always do 2 laps before I start handling a puck. After I did my 2 laps, I already had sweat just
Yeah.
beating down my face. I felt like I was gonna die, and I was like, "Oh, that's right. Outside of just gliding at a park, you haven't moved in 7 months."
Yeah. And I think, so if you've played, men's league at any hockey at any point in your life, there were probably times, this happened to me a few times, where you have just enough to play.
Yep.
and you don't have any subs, no subs. So we'll play the whole game. And this is back when I was in my 20s, right? So and yeah, okay, I'll play the whole game, and I did. I mean, was I tired? Yeah. Um, but if you were to ask me now to go on the rink and play an entire game, could I could stay out there. I could glide around for an hour or whatever. But but the amount of pain the next day, or right after the game even probably, but especially the next day, would be a completely different kind of pain.
Yep.
Now as compared to then. Back then, it's like you're a little sore. Now, yeah, I'm just not getting out of bed.
Yeah. No, and again, when we do these tournaments and it's 6, 7 games, like 7th game, I'm feeling tired and I'm exhausted, but I can still like, skate off the rink and even go walk to the shower and go upstairs and have a beer and I'm fine. I'm tired, but I'm fine. But then like it's like the minute that I hit the bed and I'm out, I can wake up 6 hours later and I'm like, I can't move. Like I'm not moving from this spot. The biggest mistake I ever made, I think I've told you this, was we had one in April a couple years ago, and my wife was giving me trouble because she's like, "Oh, you're going to be useless tomorrow, aren't you? I guess we're just never going to get the lawn mowed." And I go, "No, I'm going to get up at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning and I'm going to mow the lawn." And she's like, "Yeah, right." I'm like, "Well, now I'm just going to do it just to spite her." And I played in 6 games. I woke up the next day, I was miserable, and I was like, "Okay, time to go mow." I'm not kidding, man. I made it one stretch across the yard, and I was sweating like I had just played in 6 games. And I had to pause, and I'm like, "Okay, you can do this." I can't tell you how many breaks it took. It took about 3 hours to get my little yard done, but I got it done, and I walked in. First thing I did was I looked at her and I said, "Lawn's done. I'm going back to bed." I don't think I moved for 5 more hours.
You went straight from cutting the lawn to go to bed? Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, I showered first, but yeah,
okay. That's what I was
I
getting at.
was yes, I showered and then went straight to bed because I'm like, "I'm dead. This is too much."
Amy just texted me, "Do you want the frozen chicken tenderloins from Sam's? Also, what kind of lunch meat? What kind of lunch meat should I get?"
I Braunschweiger.
Oh, come on. They don't have brown. It's Sam's. Oh, Braunschweiger. This isn't the
Get some turkey. Turkey's always good. Nice little interlude there. So midlife crisis. You actually know about it's not really a midlife crisis, but you know about the one I did last year. Remember that?
the midlife crisis you did last year was
Yes.
when you dyed your hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
And let me tell you that so when I started to talk, I had no idea. And that's professionionalism. You figure it out as you're talking, and boom, there
that's
he goes. I
exactly
had
what
it.
radio guys do.
I'm like, that's I was like, I got to think of something, and oh, it
Yep.
was the hair. It was the hair.
Yep, it was. Yeah, so I was turning 40 and my friends were all giving me trouble saying, "Hey, what are you going to do for your midlife crisis?" And I kept saying, I'm going to get a Corvette and I'm going to dye my hair." And so I've got pretty dark brown hair. And so I thought, "You know what? I'm actually going to do it." So on my 40th birthday, I dyed my hair. I mean, blonde as blonde can be. And I still my favorite was when my wife came home because I didn't tell her I was doing it. And she came home after I bleached it. So it wasn't even like kind of a light blonde yet. I mean, it was like near white. And I did my eyebrows too, which drove her absolutely bonkers. And she walked in. I remember we were supposed to go see the Marvel movie. Uh
There's
the
like
team
about
of
85 of them.
the team of misfits. Okay, doesn't matter. I always want to say the Incredibles, but that's not it. Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts.
Ah,
Yep. So we were going to go see the Thunderbolts, and so I did it later in the day. I meant to have it done by the time she got home, but I got caught up, stupid work not letting me dye my hair in the middle of the day. And she came home and I literally was in the bathroom and my hair and my eyebrows looked awful. And
no.
she walks in and I poke my head around the corner. I go, "Well, you ready to go see Thunderbolts?" And she goes, "I am not going out with you like that. What the hell did you do?" And she literally was like, she sat on the couch and she crossed her arms and she's like, I'm not going out with you. She said it like 4 times. And I was like, what if I go and diet now and then we'll go? And she's like, I don't care. I'm not going out with you like that. And so I literally had to dye my hair right there because, yeah, she would not go out with me. And it, she still hated it. She hated every minute of the blonde hair, but at least I finally got her to go out and see Thunderbolts with me.
Have you seen the videos of the guys that have had a beard forever? Like, and some women have not seen them without a beard ever,
Mhm.
and other wives or girlfriends or whatever, and they shave it and they record it and they yeah, that's
I
pretty good.
have.
Some freak out, so it's funny because some guys it's like, hey, you look a lot younger, you look good, and some guys like, oh man, I know why you had a beard.
Yes.
to,
Yes.
to cover up your lack of a chin or whatever, it's just that's kind of funny.
Yep. It's some guys need a beard. They absolutely need one.
Yeah, some guys it helps, and I think and some women are beard people, right? They'd rather have, it's like it's attracted to people with beards. So,
It's my wife. She gets upset every time she comes home and I shave my beard.
so
But
yeah, I mean, so how much? I mean, so okay, so I've never had a beard. I can't really. I've never really tried to. I have tried to. Okay, I haven't tried to grow one, but I have not shaved in days before, and it's just no, it doesn't come in right. It's not even or anything. It's patchy. But so, when you eat soup, for example.
okay. I do like
So
a good soup.
who doesn't, right? Soup's delicious. Not all soups though, but good. Soup can be good. But so you get dribble in the beard, right? Okay.
Yep.
So I mean, and obviously you wipe it off, but do you wash your beard with like shampoo or is it just a how do you how do
I've
you
got
how do you
I've
tend to
got
the
a
beard?
I've got a beard scrub that I
Okay.
use.
All right.
I get it from oh, I am awful with names today. It's some store out at West County Mall here in St. Louis. But yeah, they make a very nice beard scrub. They specialize in like scrubs for women's heads and shampoo and conditioner, all natural stuff. And that's where I
Scrubs
get my
for
beard scrub from.
women's heads?
But that's probably not the best way to describe it.
You
But
mean like
yes,
hair, like shampoo?
yes, yeah. It's like a shampoo scrub. Yeah.
Okay. I'm picturing a
It's
bald woman. I'm like, what?
Well, it's different. It's different when you say it's a scrub. Like, it's not
Okay.
technically like shampoo, but it kind
Okay.
of is.
All right.
So, yeah,
Okay. No, the people, especially with the bigger beards, you see them eat, and then you see if you're next to them, you see there's food inside that beard, and I'm
the
like,
best ones are
that's
people who
gross.
eat like
It's gross.
Fritos or Cheetos, and they
Mhm.
get like the red, dye stuff in their beard like that.
See
That's
that?
always funny because
Yeah.
they don't pick up on it right away. They're like, "Oh no, I'm good." And it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you might have cleaned your hands off, but you didn't
Yeah.
clean your face off.
Yeah. That's a pet peeve of mine. If you, well, if we have pet peeves, why I have a long list of shit to give you, but because I have opinions. Um,
You no.
But yeah, and you see someone with a bigger beard and then watching them eat that I can't do it. I can't do it.
Do you like watching anyone eat though?
I don't mind watching somebody down something, but it's fine, whatever. Again, I have opinions on how people eat, but the
Yeah,
the food, man, the food and the beard. I can't. I don't understand because it's not like you just if you have a beard, you're like, well, I just won't eat. Because we can't do that. You have to eat. You have to eat multiple times a day, and it's like
that's true.
you got to deal with that every single time you put food in your mouth, which is multiple
Well,
times a day. And then
you
you're
can
around
be
other
careful.
people,
You got to
and
be
you're
careful.
constantly worrying about, like, say, a nice dinner with, say, trying to impress some people or whatever. Which and you got to constantly worry about. Is there anything in my beard?
I
That's
think you're more aware of it than someone with a beard is. Because like
obviously
I was
because
gonna say, like, it doesn't bother me. I don't even worry about it. I'm just so
well,
used to having a
I
beard.
Hey, there are some people that have beards where it's obvious that it doesn't bother them. There's food in the beard. It's
Well, I
just
don't think that's me, but maybe. I will say my thing is more liquid because as I've gotten older, for the longest time when I was younger, I swear, I don't know if there's like some kind of science behind this, but like my mustache hair, it would stop at a certain point. Like it was like it would just stop growing after a while, which was great because they didn't have to groom it. But now it's like I get those hairs that go down over my lip,
Ugh.
and
You're Lanny McDonald. That's what you are.
yes, like Lanny McDonald.
You-
Anyone who's a hockey fan would know that. Yes. But yeah, I hate that. I absolutely hate that because the problem is that they start beginning to like curl
Yeah.
into your mouth. And so I do trim those up. The minute they start touching my
See?
lip, I
Yeah.
trim it up. And I look at some guys and I'm like, dude, trim that. You can't even see your upper lip. Like those are the guys that I look at that I'm like, they have got to be dealing with, you know,
Uh,
terrible food getting in juices and soda
It's
and smoothies, whatever you're drinking or eating. It's got to be getting in those hairs all the time. And then sometimes, and it kind of reminds me of a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. Those hairs have got to be getting in your food and going down your throat.
well, at least it's your hair though. Yeah,
That's true.
if it's your hair, that's okay. If it's someone else's
Yeah,
hair
but
in your
it's
food, that's not good. This whole
yeah, but it's still
conversation is kind of
gross.
like a Seinfeld bit. It's like, hey, beards, what's the deal?
What's the deal with beards?
I want to know.
Yeah, it's I will say that the beverage, that's the thing that I notice more with my beard. It's not the food. I don't get a lot of food in my beard. It's
Or
the
a
it's like
foamy
when I'm a
foamy beer,
foamy like if I'm
like
having a foamy beer.
yeah, or
Yeah.
milk. Milk's got to
Yeah,
be
or
terrible.
milk. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just
So I will
I don't
say
get it.
like
I don't get it.
when I'm having something like that, I am constantly wiping because I'm just like
Yeah.
I don't even if it's not there, I'm like I just want to make sure I don't have giant beer foam in the upper lip.
It just seems like a huge hassle to me. And again, now I'm not a beard guy, and so maybe if I had one, it wouldn't be. But it's just for, appearances for me personally seems like a hassle. So I mean,
It's
I admire your dedication. You guys must really like beards to go through that.
it's really not that bad, I'm telling you. I think
Okay. All right.
you're
All right.
overstating how difficult it is to
All right.
maintain a beard.
All right. All right.
Now, I will say,
One man's clean beard is another man's food comb or something.
you are right. There are some guys that's like it's clear they have no idea that they do not know how to maintain a beard. They don't
Or what about the guys that are smokers, right? They have that turns yellow, the beard around their
oh,
lips
yeah.
will turn yellow, like it's a gray beard, right? It'll turn
Yep.
kinda yellowish. That's
Yeah,
oh,
my dad had that. He was a
yeah?
huge smoker, and
Okay.
he didn't have a beard often, but every now and then he did, and there'd be times he'd come in from the garage, and I could, see, like, ash in his upper lip or, like, something like that, and I'm just like, "Dad, go clean your freaking beard," and he's like, "It's fine, nobody cares," and I'm like, "I care. You look like an
Well,
idiot.
hey, I care, obviously,
I'm your son. I'm the one that you should be trying to impress."
right? I don't care, I can't see it.
Yep,
I was
exactly. Yeah,
looking
that's
here,
exactly what his
walk
mantra
around.
was, like, it's not bothering me because I don't have to look at it."
Yeah, yeah, huh,
Yep.
yeah,
Well, so
yeah.
you've never even like had like a mustache or anything. Is it
I've
because
had
you choose not to, or do you think if
I've
you
had
tried you could grow it?
I haven't shaved in 3, 4, 5 days. I'm telling you, I don't grow, it doesn't come in very thick. If I don't shave, it bothers me, first of all. If I don't shave for 3, 4 days, it's it's not, okay, so I can tell by looking at you. If you don't shave, if you shave in the morning, by night, you've got a shadow, right? Easy.
In high school, I'm not kidding when I say this. There would be days that I would shave twice in a day.
Okay, so I have never done that, I don't think. If I shave in the morning, I'm probably good that I look clean shaven for a couple days.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably
Um,
true. Well,
but
because you've got the lighter hair too, which helps.
I think so. Looking at me now, I shaved yesterday morning,
Okay.
so and that was the last time. So I'm not. I can
I
feel it.
would have right now being on camera. If shaved fully yesterday and then didn't shave today, you might notice a little stubble.
Yeah.
But if you saw me in person, you definitely would.
So you're the kind of guy that when you start shaving on one side, and by the time you finish shaving on the other side, that first side needs it again.
It's like the Homer Simpson. Have you ever seen that one where he fully shaves and he's looking in the mirror, and after he's done, it grows right back? Yep. And I think the Santa Claus did that too with Tim Allen when he
Oh,
shaves
yeah.
and it all
Yeah.
grows right back in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, well, one's a cartoon, one's a movie, and some people have that in real life. Not
Yep.
that extreme, but, yeah, but, like, hours later, it's like, "Ah, it's coming back in again."
Yep. Yeah, there's been times where, like I said, in high school, I remember I'd shaved in the morning and then I had a date with my girlfriend that night and I'd like getting ready and I'd get ready to walk out the door and I'd look in the mirror and I'd see this stubble and I'm just like, "Ah, I gotta shave again." And it was ridiculous. I hated having to shave twice, but I was like, and that was back before I realized, look, I looked better with a beard. I was like, oh, I'm 18. I need to be clean shaven. And now I'm like, I don't care. I look better with a beard, so I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, some people, like we said, full circle, some people do look better with beards than
Yep.
without, so, yeah.
So you can't, going back to our original topic, you
Yes.
can't think of any midlife crisis you went through, or how about anyone you know? Like, what's a crazy midlife crisis story you've heard?
I had a neighbor, when I was growing up. I mean, he did the typical. He bought one day, there was a Corvette in his driveway.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was bright, cherry red, right? The typical.
Hmm.
Um, and, my dad, advised one of the first things he says, like, "Midlife crisis."
Yep. Yep.
Um, yeah, so that I mean, so, and that's the typical one, right? Buying a car, buying a sports car when you're, like, in your 50s or something.
Yep.
Um, and, so so midlife, what age is midlife? So how far back we talking? Because midlife, let's be honest, if we're mathematically, midlife is like 30, 35, 40, right?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say people are saying now that because when I was making jokes about it when I turned 40, going through my midlife crisis, people are like, "Oh, midlife crisis now is at 45," and I'm like, "You think most people are living to 90?"
Right. No, no,
But apparently, that's what like the
yeah,
consensus of people believe. It's more 45 to 50 now, and I'm like,
yeah, at least.
I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah,
but
yeah, I mean, it's just the wrong name
right.
for it. It's not midlife, it's whatever, it's a crisis.
It's just
It's
a
a later life
how
crisis,
about an aging
an
crisis?
aging
How
crisis,
about
yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, I still act young, I still feel young. People see me and they think I'm about 15 years younger than I am.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe you're 68.
Yeah.
It always blows my mind when I hear
I'll be
that.
69 this year, woo-hoo!
Woohoo, party year.
Yeah, baby.
No, you're what, 5 years older than me? No, you're a little older than that. You're 8 years older than me, right?
I was born in '74, so and
My
my birthday's in
god,
September,
you are 11 years older than me.
yeah, I'll be, 52 this year.
Holy cow. You are old.
Yep.
Just
I'll be
kidding.
I'll be 52 in, what is it, May, June, July, August, 4 months.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, I'm 41. But yeah, I mean, I knew somebody growing up, pretty close to me actually, who left his wife when he turned, I think, 44. It was literally like 2 days after his 44th birthday. Left his wife and got a girlfriend, went and bought a sports car, bought a nice loft closer to downtown, and disappeared out of all of our lives for about 2 years. And the next thing we know, oh, he's living back with his wife again, and they're acting like nothing happened.
Eh,
And I'm just sitting here like, I don't know how she was able to forgive him for that, but here we are.
it's like a midlife fling.
Yeah. Life fling. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, I don't, yeah, I'm too cheap to buy a sports car.
Me too.
Yeah. And it would be, just irresponsible, which I guess that's what a midlife crisis is, right? Kinda being irresponsible
Yep.
with things. And when I did get a new car over COVID, that was, I was, "Oh, I gotta get something. I got 2 kids. I gotta, have a car for that will transport 2 kids and their crap all around." So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm just a very responsible person, Jeff. And I'm a very level-headed guy. Midlife crises, yeah, aside from just, doing, like, sports and stuff that you know, I'm sorry for the next day with soreness and stuff. That's the gist of my, my crises.
Yeah, okay, I don't know if this is a midlife crisis for me, but something I'm going to do this summer, but it's something I've always wanted to do. I was the one who said I was going to do this the day of his wedding, and my wife forbade it, so I did not do it. But now I'm thinking I'm going to do it this summer. Jump out of a plane.
Oh, okay, that sounds yeah.
I've never done it. I want to do it. I have a friend who did it and said it was incredible and one of the best experiences of his life. And apparently it's a lot more affordable than I thought it was. Like in my mind, it's like, oh, that's probably 400 or 500 bucks. You think of the price of fuel, for the plane you're jumping out of. But apparently they run them somewhere in Southern Illinois.
Yeah.
And he said it's only like 150, 200 bucks. And I was like, oh, I do that's worth it. Sounds
So you're
good to me.
gonna jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
Yes.
I
Yes.
so you've seen the Cheers episode where they go up in a plane,
Yep,
to jump out and none of them ever do it?
yep.
Um,
Seen that one.
well, no, that's not true. There's some do, but, one didn't, right? Who didn't? Cliff? He didn't
It was
go.
a Cliff. I don't think
Cliff's
it
the one
was
that did.
Cliff.
Norm jumped and, Sam jumped, Woody jumped, and, yeah, Cliff stayed behind.
Yep.
But, yeah, so that would be me because, Cliff, because I don't do heights. That's a
Okay.
thing that I have never, yeah, no thank you. And if I go up there, I guarantee you, if I go up there, with every intent to jump out of the plane, I would not.
You just last minute would be like, "Nope, not
Nope,
doing it."
I would not. I would
Yeah,
choose
that's my brother. Well, although my brother, I think, he wouldn't even go up into the airplane. I think he'd be like, "No, I'm not even gonna fool myself that I'm gonna do this because he is
yeah,
deathly afraid of heights as well. And
yeah.
it's funny because like my mom, we were wanting to repair some of her shingles that blew off during a storm, and she has a 2-story house. And it's really funny because I think my brother was kind of trying to think like, okay, I can do this. If Jeff's going to do it, I can do it with him. And but then it was like that day he said something about like, yeah, I'll be there to hold the ladder for you. I was like, yep, that's what I figured. I didn't make fun of him. I get it.
Yeah,
I mean, heights are just not some people's thing. It's never bothered me. But yeah, I mean, I
never.
know people that's just like, for me, my biggest fear is sharks, even though that's why I live in the Midwest, right? That's
You
why I'm here
so
because
okay,
sharks can't get me here.
you know the stats though, right? With sharks, it's that
Oh yeah, it's
the
very small.
yeah, very few people. There's not a lot of shark attacks. But yeah,
I'll
so
tell you what, there are
y
0 shark attacks in St. Louis.
that's true. That's true. And what's the shark that made it all the way up to? Was it St. Louis or no? Higher,
It
farther north than
was
that.
I
Alton?
can't remember, but yeah, apparently they are adapting to be able to breathe outside of salt water.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, don't think
yeah.
they can't get you. You go
Yeah,
swimming in the Missouri River, you're
they're
gonna find a
they're
shark.
figuring it out. I'm sure they're working on like a funnel system with like breathing apparatuses
Yeah,
just
yeah,
so they can get more
yeah,
people in the
yeah. A bunch of
Midwest.
sharks with scuba gear, right?
Yeah, right.
Instead of in the air, it's into a bag of salt water.
Exactly. I'm telling you, they're smarter than people give them credit for. They're figuring it out. They're coming to
Mhm.
get me.
Yeah, I mean, there are heights everywhere. You just got to go up there, right?
That's true. Do you
It's
think
not.
sharks are afraid of heights? Maybe if I go live up in the mountains, they won't find me.
I don't think for sharks to be afraid of heights, I think they have to be smarter than you give them credit for, which you gave them a lot of credit. So
I
I don't
did. I
yeah.
did.
I, which when I started that sentence, I realized you gave them credit. I had to pivot.
Yeah, I mean, constructing their own breathing apparatuses. That,
Right.
that'd be pretty
Yeah.
good for a shark with
A
fins.
a shark contained underwater breathing apparatus. It's scuba.
It's gonna happen. There it is. Yes, they have the same word for it.
Right. Right. They had it first, I think.
Yeah,
And we
right.
copied them because they're so smart.
But no,
Yeah.
for me, like so yeah, getting out into the water and seeing like I remember we were doing a deep sea fishing out in the Gulf once, which was incredible. But there was this shark that kept circling the boat because they're smart. They know like, oh, they're pulling fish up from down below. I just need to grab it the minute the line gets closer. And so this the ship captain kept like trying to shoo the shark away and like it like had this like long, basically like a knife on a pole and was like poking at him. And I'm sitting here like the whole time, I'm like, that bastard's gonna come up and get me. He's coming up here. And even my father-in-law was with me. He's like, you realize that even if he gets up here, he's just gonna flop around. And I'm like, nope, nope, he's gonna figure it out.
Yeah, it's kinda like, the Quint on Jaws, right? Oh, he's under the boat. He's gone under the boat. He's either very smart or very dumb. He's gone under the
Yes.
boat. Yeah, I mean, I don't, yeah, I've seen enough movies to know that, sharks can jump out of the water, onto a boat, snatch somebody, and slide back in the water.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Or just, eat the boat in half if it's big enough.
right, Spielberg wouldn't lie.
Yeah. Oh, and that neither would Jason Statham. What was that one called? Meg. Did you ever
Meg.
see that one?
I saw both of them, Meg and Meg 2, or yeah, yeah.
I never saw it, but it
They're
was the second one. They're like living underwater, right?
yeah, I think so, yeah. They're over the top with the I mean, it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be a
Right.
little crazy, but not Sharknado crazy.
Oh,
But
I will say I loved Sharknado.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so
But, yeah,
good.
anything with Tara Reid in it, I'll watch.
Yes. There is a great scene where a guy literally jumps into the belly of a shark as it's flying at him, and he's got a chainsaw, and he literally saws through the shark.
Hey,
Fantastic.
could happen. It could happen. It could
Hey,
happen.
Bruce Willis once drove a car into a helicopter, so
Yeah,
anything can happen.
and Ace Ventura once came out of the butt of a hippo.
That's
So,
true. Did you see that hippo, actually just sold? It
that
sold for, like, $3.1 million or
that
something.
hippo had to go through therapy after that scene.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and apparently it's got the whole thing, like the whole HOLE
Yeah,
where, Jim Carrey jumped out
yeah,
of, and apparently it works too, like, you can drive it around.
that's funny. Have you seen the It's Always Sunny episode where, Danny DeVito comes out of the couch
Oh god,
that
yes,
way?
the Christmas special, that one's
Yeah.
great. "Oh, it's hot in there.
He's all dripping with sweat. He's in the
Why are
leather
you
couch.
naked?" So there is a man in the couch.
Right. I guess, so midlife crises, I guess, I did get a divorce, uh, wasn't my doing, but I got a divorce, and then got a girlfriend, and then, ran marathons and stuff. So that's, I lost a bunch of weight and then run marathons, and so that was, and I messed up my knee and by not training
Ooh.
properly for a marathon. Yeah, the old T-band on the outside of the knee, half marathon in St. Louis was the one I missed. I went to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which was a blast. Ran a half marathon down there, and then did the Go St. Louis up here. And here, after I finished, I have a piece of advice for people who run marathons, or want to run a marathon and never have. Train for it properly,
Yes.
because if you don't, um, that would be bad. You
There
think
are
you think
there are
if you
plenty
wanna
of
if you wanna run it, if you wanna half walk it, that's different. Anybody can walk and not hurt themselves too bad. But I'm an idiot. I didn't train properly, and I said, "Well, it hurts." It hurt. But halfway through it, I'm like, "Yeah, this kind of hurts. I don't care. I'll just ignore the pain." You ever been in a situation in your life where you are in pain, doing something like, I guess, a hockey shift? Okay,
Mhm.
hockey shift where your legs are just, they feel like cement, and you're like, "I don't care. I don't care. I'm skating through it."
Oh, yeah.
And that usually is not a good idea,
Never.
because you will either collapse, or you'll start not to feel your legs or something. But I pushed through the pain during this half marathon that I did not train for, and, this was about at the, 8 or 9 mile mark.
Ooh, you still
Yeah,
got a while.
yeah, and so, and I just pushed through it, and eventually the pain started to go away. And I thought, okay, it's just a wave. I'm getting through this wave.
Mhm.
What had happened was, that I think the soreness had just, gotten numb. The pain was still there. It was just, I couldn't feel it because it was just like a numb feeling. And
Mm.
so that was worse because I just kept pushing and it was getting worse, underneath. And then when I finished, I made my time, what I wanted to finish with, so that was good. I was happy. But I think I was standing around for a few minutes and I then went to walk. Oh,
Oh,
couldn't
that.
couldn't lift my leg up 8 inches to go up a flight of stairs
Oof.
on the arch grounds. I wanted to walk over to the tent and find my time, official time,
Yeah.
and walking over there, walking up like, I don't know, a dozen steps or something. And they weren't really high rise steps either. They were low. It just, I can't describe the pain. It was so bad that it took me 20 minutes to walk 100 feet. It was bad.
Oof.
It was bad.
That's brutal. How'd you get to the car?
I want to, I think Amy ran it too. Um, and I don't know who drove. I don't know, man. I just, I, of course, I finished and then I had to wait around for Amy to finish. Uh,
Women, am I right?
women. Um, so, and then I think the waiting around, I really stiffened up. My knee was bad. And there was apparently, I think it was a T-band, tendon on the outside of your knee that just gets inflamed and you just can't.
Yep.
It's just a bitch. And
That's
I
why I always laugh at the guys that, or I used to laugh at the guys that after like marathons or even like 5Ks, they'd like jog up and down.
yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
you
cool
just
down,
ran. What are you doing? But then
cool
I
down.
read that apparently if you just kind of slowly jog for a little bit
Yeah,
after you're done, like getting the time you want, that actually helps loosen you up
yeah,
and it stops you from stiffening.
yeah, it's your cool down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're supposed to do that before a race too, like a
Yep.
warm up, you're supposed
Yep.
to
Which
jog around, which when I
I
first
don't.
started doing when I first started doing this stuff, I was like, "Man, you're gonna tire yourself out." I'm like, "Oh, no, no, no. It's important to warm up and it's important to cool down."
Yep.
So that
Agreed.
was yeah, that was, kind of dumb decisions as far as that's concerned. Is like, I mean, but I was walking, I was jogging, and I was getting tons of steps in, and I was losing a lot of weight, but so that I was in pretty good shape, but I wasn't. That's different than being in like half marathon or marathon shape. If you
Oh
want to
yeah.
run it, if you want to run the whole thing,
Yep.
if you want to walk half walk like some people do is fine. But yeah, that was not the best idea.
I mean, you're talking to a guy who tried to play hockey on a broken ankle. I broke it playing, and I literally went to skate, and I was like, "Oh, I feel fine," even though I heard it. It was one of those, you've broken a bone before, right?
I have
Like
not.
you haven't. Okay, well, have your kids broken a bone?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
word.
my son did.
Okay.
My son, yeah, broke his toe, and
Oh,
the other okay. So, yes, that attitude let me tell you.
it's painful. Yeah, I'm
So,
not.
well
I've broken a
l
toe.
well,
Trust
let
me.
me so let's, pause, and we'll come back to your story just real quick
Okay.
since I don't wanna come at this later, it'd be weird. But, uh, you always hear people say, "Oh, they can't do anything for a broken toe." The hell they can't, or the hell they won't try, because my son broke his I think it was his 2nd smallest toe or 3rd smallest toe, whichever one it was. Uh, he just slipped going down some wooden steps, and it hit a spindle, and it broke it. And so they, put a pin in his toe, and he had a cast, up to
Ooh.
just under his knee.
Whoa.
So,
Dang.
if anybody says, "Oh, they don't do anything for a broken toe," you're wrong. They absolutely do things for broken toes.
All they did for me, because I've broken a couple toes.
When was
All
this?
they
How old
did.
were you? How old were you?
I was probably 15,
Oh, okay.
13 or
I was gonna
15.
say, if you're, like, in your 30s, 40s, when you go to the doctor, they're like, "Ah, we can't
Yeah.
do much more. You gotta live with it."
Yeah, yeah, good luck.
You're
No, no,
you're
I think what they did was they actually basically it was kinda like a cast, but it was very small, and they just wrapped it around the toe next to the toe that
yeah,
broke,
like a
and
splinter.
then they kinda yeah, and it was kind of like you still had to put like a trash bag over your foot when you showered, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was nothing crazy, like a cast all the way up to the knee. That's crazy.
That was under the knee, but yeah, it was, and maybe, it depends on how the break is. It was a clean break,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
these, idiot nurses I'm gonna call them out, Anderson Hospital.
Oh.
Um, so we took him there,
You
and
what did
they
you say? Anderson Hospital is actually a sponsor of the show. I'm
the
kidding.
Illinois one? Not the Illinois
Yes.
one.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Um, But, yeah, so we took him there, and they took X-rays. They just thought it was, dislocated,
Oh,
and
gee.
so they were trying to pull it and back into spot,
Oh, no.
yeah, and it was broke. It was broke,
Oh, that had to
and
be painful.
yeah, idiots. Effing idiots. And then we took him to, Children's Hospital, I think it was, or yeah, I think it was that, and they're like, "Oh, no, this is broke. We need to put a pin in it and cast it." I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know
Right.
what if it's broken or dislocated or whatever." It's like, but, yeah, I was so pissed at the ladies at Anderson that were helping him. I was like, "Morons.
Because it's not like they were helping him.
How do you not understand?" I mean, it's an X you have the X-ray. You can't tell the difference between a dislocated toe and a broken toe, and it had to be painful to be pulling on the thing trying to
Oh, poor
yeah,
kid.
idiots, idiots,
Jeez.
idiots.
Man. Well, yeah, so when I broke mine, I skated straight and I was like, "Oh, I'm fine." And I kept going and my coach is standing there yelling at me, "Get off the rink. You're clearly hurt." Cuz yeah, when you break it, you can like for me at least, I've broken a couple bones. It feels like it pops, like when you like kind of pop a knuckle,
Yeah.
but it feels like it happens about 6 times. You just hear like a crack crack
Uh,
crack crack crack. And so I heard it and my goalie heard it cuz it was right in front of my goalie and he was even like, "Dude, I think you just broke your foot." And I was
ugh,
just like, "Oh, no, I'm fine." And I, like, got up and I skated straight and I was fine. But then I tried to corner and, oh, man, that was some horrible pain.
yeah.
And I fell down, was like, "Oh," and I skated to the bench. And my coach is like, "Take your skate off." And I'm like, "No." He's like, "No, take your skate off right now." And I go, "If I take my skate off, it's gonna balloon. I'm not gonna be able to get my skate back on." And he goes, "I know.
Yeah, right.
Take your skate off."
Yeah.
And I did. He was right. I mean, instantly that my ankle went from a normal size to like that size in about 10 seconds. You could literally like see it just balloon up. And yeah, and my mom was, of course, at the game. She still to this day gives me trouble. She's like, you know, dumbest thing
Right,
you ever did was try to skate on a
right.
broken ankle.
Yeah, yeah, kids are bulletproof.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
6
mean,
I will say it broke in, like, 3 different spots. I had to be in a cast for about 4 months. Like,
uh
that it took a long time.
I take that back. Okay, it wasn't official or anything, but I think I did break my nose, when I was punched. It was a hockey game, hockey related, right? It was a brawl, and I was sucker punched. Uh, you've seen the picture where I was all
Yep.
black and
Oh,
blue,
yeah. Yep.
stitches all over my face. I look like, what's his name's mask?
Oh,
Oh,
Gary Cheevers.
Cheever's mask, yeah. Not that bad. I had stitches on my, like, eyebrow and my nose, but, yeah, he punched me right in the eye socket, and, I'm pretty sure my nose was broke, but, they didn't do anything for it. I just that
Ugh.
yeah, they packed it, and that was about it.
It
And
was same for me. I was 15. Well, a couple years prior, they think. So, okay, I went in to the doctor it was just like a normal checkup, and he's checking my nose out, and I hear him going, "Hmm, hmm." Hmm. And I'm like, that's probably not good. And so I just looked at him and I go, "What is there something wrong?" And he goes, he like kind of stands back and he like puts his hand on his chin and he's like, "How long has your nose been broken?" And my mom was sitting right there and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Your son's nose is broken. How long?" And I go, "It's not broken." And he goes, "I'm telling you, it's been broken." And I was like, the only thing we could think of was that my brother used to do the Three Stooges, where he'd take
Oh,
his fingers and
yeah,
then he'd pull up,
yeah.
in my nostrils. And I remember one time he did that, and we heard a snap, and we didn't know what it was. And it was like a year before that, and so my nose was broken. We didn't even realize it. And we went home and or so we the doctor even said he goes, it's gonna heal on its own. Like you're 15, like you're still growing, so there's really nothing we can do for it right now. Oh man, I remember my mom got home and just laid into my brother, and he's like, "You can't get mad at me for something that happened a year ago," and she's like, "The hell I can."
It's like, "I'm your mom. I can do whatever I want."
Yeah. So yeah, apparently I had a broken nose for about 2 or 3 years of my life and took a long time to heal, but I had no idea. He said that you could tell like the bridge in the middle, like you could tell that it was crooked. And he's like, "That's how I knew it was broken." And I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy."
And I actually I may have broken my nose twice. Now that I think about it, because when I was a kid, must have been 15, whatever, playing baseball, playing left field. Guy hits a deep ball. I go back on it, and I'm running full speed. And right when I catch the ball, kind of over my shoulder, uh, I crashed into the chain link fence. I mean,
Oh.
I was going full speed, and my nose, like, this hit the top bar of that chain link fence, kinda like 3 quarters, not straight on. But yeah, I pressed against that fence. My glove was up high because I had just caught it, and my arm went over the fence, and it jarred the ball out, fell off over the fence, home
Oh,
run.
you didn't even hold on to the ball?
You tried holding on to a ball running at full speed.
God, come on,
I
Kurt.
had it had just went in my glove. It's not like I had it for a few seconds. But, and then I my then the so, tops of chain link fences, sometimes
Oh,
the
yeah.
fence has the barbs that come up over the top of the bar a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, it had that, and and then as I pressed against the fence springs me back the other way, and my arm's over the fence, it kinda rakes my wrist. I had a bracelet
Oof.
on, and ripped my bracelet off. Um, yeah, I was laying there for a minute, I'm like, "Oh my god."
You're lucky those bars didn't get you in
What
the eye.
I know, I know. I mean, you're a kid, you're playing baseball, and you're it's the every play is the World Series, right? So
Oh,
you're
yeah.
busting your ass.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was the kinda guy that, would dive for balls, and, it was fun for me, and that was
Same here. I
I'm
was
ta
always the
I'm catching this on the run, that's gonna be I didn't know the fence was quite where it was. There was no warning track,
yeah,
so
right.
yeah. Yeah,
Not in Little League.
yeah, nope.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm the guy in hockey that always dove. I would always dive in front of shots, and, I was that was my forte. I was known as a guy who really knew how to block shots, and then it's funny, that the transition to beer league, when basically guys get out of the way because, it's like, this is for nothing. This is beer league. So, that was a hard
Oh,
transition for me. There's still times where, like, somebody will be coming in and they'll wind up or you can tell they're gonna shoot, and I'll still, like, dive down in front of them, and people will be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Instinct. I'm sorry. Like, that's how I grew up playing."
that's I mean, I've done the same thing. I was a forward though, so sliding in front of shots and things like that, not as common for forwards.
No.
We don't do that quite as much, but late in the game, you bust your ass, you want to hold a lead, and we were playing. It was playoffs, and I was covering a guy at the point. The guy takes a pass. We have a lead. I think it was by one, and guy takes a one timer. I skate up, just do the whole line up as a stiff, trying to block the shot, and right off the toe cap of my skate, and it hit with enough force just off the toe cap. It went all the way back down the rink, the other side,
Nice.
and it hit my toe. It hit the toe cap, and it pressed in, and it hit my toe. And I'm skating the bench. I'm like, my toe has to be destroyed. It
Yep.
has to be. And I'm like, I did want to take it off, to take off the skate. Like you said, something's going to expand or swell up. And so after the game's over, I take it off slowly. And I'm like, okay, there's no blood. Okay, take off the sock. It was black and blue, but it was fine. It
Wow.
wasn't. Nothing was broken, or still had the toenail and everything. So I was lucky.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Yep. Yep. That's why forwards don't block shots.
Nope, that's true. Yep. Yeah, I'll say some of the defensemen that play in leagues, they have the bombs from the points. Yeah, you
Oh
don't wanna get in front of those.
yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Well, Kurt, this has been awesome. We could do this all day, but we probably should stop at some point. Plus, I know it's storming like crazy out there, at least
Yeah.
where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, it's coming this way, I think.
Yep. So, all right. Well, again, that is if people want to check out Kurt's what do you think pickleball related for Kurt's at kurtprice.com. I know you're on social media, see Price 12 most places, but really appreciate you coming on the show. Hope you enjoyed coming on a different Jeff Ponder hosted podcast.
No prep with this one, which was
No prep.
I hope it didn't sound like that.
They all sound like that.
Because
Don't
the
worry.
idea is there's no prep. You just kind of riff it and have fun. And I think we did that. But it was, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Hopefully, it didn't sound like, oh man, they should have prepped.
Yeah. The Pondcast, conversations that go nowhere. Produced by Jeff Ponder. Executive produced by Jeff Ponder. Music by Loud C. Smith. Talent booking by Jeff Ponder. Engineering and mixing by Jeff Ponder. A special thanks goes out to Dr. Slice. Now bring it back. Remember to rate and review the Pondcast, conversations that go nowhere, just because you're a good person. If you're a bad person, you can get some heaven points by rating and reviewing. It's a win-win. Follow the Pondcast on all social media channels with the profile handle @PondcastConvos. Thanks for listening.